So our topic for today is publishing agents. And this is Amira and Chloe. So what exactly is a publishing agent? Basically, the best way to describe it is that a writer, just like any artist, needs an agent in order to get anywhere. You'll see how agents get people famous in Hollywood. A publishing agent does the same exact thing, except with publishing firms. They sell the author and the work. So they are the ones searching for new talent and who sell authors to book editors. Once in a while, they'll give feedback on the book themselves, but generally, they're just the middleman. They're just the guys that take an author to a publishing house. Essentially, you need a bachelor's degree to kind of start off. It probably just needs to be in something with English or probably something in like business literature area, anything to do with publishing, maybe even something to do with marketing, considering you are marketing authors to different book editors. And so that'll kind of bring into what you need to do in order to get into the big league. So you'll have to start going to professional conferences, maybe do internships in larger companies and organizations. You're going to have to start joining organizations to create relationships and make those connections, because as we've learned over the semester, publishing is all about making connections and establishing your repertoire. And in order for agents to kind of get anywhere and to make any kind of money, they need to be able to showcase themselves and the authors that they're bringing to the table. It's generally recommended to start small in a large agency so that it will eventually turn into your ability to own your own independent agency when you're able to bring in a lot more money, when you have a great clientele, when you have a lot of people that you can sell your books to, all that kind of stuff.
So, there are three main types of editors that work with publishing agents: acquisition editors, developmental editors, and copy editors. They obtain books for publishing houses from the literary agents and offer critiques and changes to make the books ready for publishing. Many publishers will not even view a manuscript unless it goes through a literary agent first. Acquisition editors acquire manuscripts from the literary agents after it has been sent to multiple publishing agencies and decide if their agency wants the rights to publish that manuscript. Acquisition editors may or may not do some editing on the manuscript after the agency has the right to do so. To become an acquisition editor, you need at least a bachelor's degree, along with years of related experience in publishing. Next are developmental editors. They make large-scale changes to the manuscript once their publishing house has the rights to publish it. They do most of the bigger changes in the manuscripts. Some of these things that they do are reorganizing the content, adding or deleting scenes, changing plot points, and fixing character inconsistencies. Developmental editors oversee the multiple drafts of the manuscript the author produces. To become a developmental editor, you need a degree in literature, English, or journalism. Many publishing houses prefer editors to have graduate degrees and many years of experience. Finally, we have copy editors. They make small-scale changes to the manuscripts. They go line by line looking for mechanical errors. And they do fact-checking and note any consistencies in the text. To become a copy editor, you need at least a bachelor's degree in English or journalism. Here are some things a literary agent might do within their day. These are not things that all literary agents do every day. They are just some of the tasks that are required of them as they move about their day, whether they do them today or the next day. So they respond to inquiries from other authors. They review contracts line by line to make sure it incorporated all the specific information it needed for the author. They work as second pairs of eyes on colleagues' contracts with their clients. They correspond with authors about the sales of their work to publishers. They inform authors about how well, or not, the sales of their work are doing after publication. They inform authors about potential deals from publishers, and they write editorial letters to clients to help them make their work better.
The outlook and job market. So there's actually a projected 10% growth rate for all agents. So of course that's not just publishing agents, that's also including like booking agents for sports, for acting, etc. However, publishing is included in that 10%. So that has to do a lot with the involvement of digital publishing. So we are looking like we are going a little bit more digital nowadays with our growing technologies. However, books will always be around, whether hard copy or digital copy. They'll always be around, and there will always be somebody wanting an agent so that they'll sell their book to a book editor, and there's always a book editor looking for new material to make money off of. So it's never going to die. There's always going to have that need of a middleman, and it's looking like that's going to just increase. They are paid through commission, and that commission is based on number and of books they have on their sheet and size of contracts between authors and publishers. So if they have a big contract, they make a lot of money. If they're a bigwig, they make a lot of money. Having a bigger repertoire is what's going to give that agent more money. They're also paid 10 to 20% of domestic sales, depending on experience. So in general, they're paid on commission, but once they start to get more experience and they become a little bit more exclusive, they are paid 10 to 20% in sales. So overall, the average salary is about 66 grand a year. That's an average. There are people who make a lot more or a lot less. It just really depends. Like I said, it's one of those jobs that you have to build up front. You can't just go in and expect to make a bunch of money. You have to start building that career for yourself. So for the activity, we just have a brief assignment that you have to read. You're a particular publishing agent that has had a long history and a repertoire, and you'll have to read over that and then pick what brief description of a book you would choose based on who you are as an agent. And that's it. Thank you for watching.